Guys, I hope you can all hear me okay. The race is going to be starting in around 8 minutes time, so I've just switched to this podcast view just to welcome you all. Fred, Nils, Lex, thanks for coming back. And yeah, stay with us, we'll be live in around 8 minutes time. Thank you kindly. Okay guys, so we are back here. Online Formula Racing Season 5, it has begun. We're starting Division 3 right now. It's just the pre-season races this week. We've got Division 3 today in Formula 1. We've got Division 2 and 1 on the weekend on Saturday. Make sure you tune into that as well. But we are starting, so I'm going to quickly open up the app and just show you guys the lineup for our Division 3. We're running 2 lots of 25% races, 1-shot quali each. First race we're allowing medium traction racing line. Second race we're allowing absolutely 0 assists. So this is going to help those drivers who are still using assists or who are new to the game to transition into the no assist racing, and that's going to filter them into D2 and D1 hopefully next season. So let's look at the division lineup quickly whilst we're waiting for these guys to load in. We've got a pretty nice lineup. We've got Nils, who is known to be fast both in GTS and in Formula 1. If he's too quick, we're going to bump him up to Division 2. He's pairing up with Ben Hazy there. We've got Lex and WC Griffin in the Haas. We've got Jamel and Haider, Red Bull and AlphaTauri there. Astro and Smalley in the McLaren. Harley and Mick in the Racing Point, Grim, BJ Robbo in the Renault, and finally Bondovine and Donava in the Williams. Now we are doing a one-shot quali, so this is going to be absolutely rapid. Let's hope these guys have set up their setups and everything is all working okay. As Lex says, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to if you subscribe to us if you haven't already. Sorry guys, I am just so excited to get this season back going again. But let's see what these guys are going to do. If I could make a guess now, I'd put Nils or Harley on pole position. It's Australia. We're here in Melbourne. They've got, I believe, 14 laps, and it's definitely easy to invalidate, especially around a one-shot quali. So these guys are going to absolutely have to keep it clean, keep it tidy and make sure they cross the line. Otherwise, they're going to be dropping right down the field. So here we go. We are already starting now, and we can see Lex is currently out in first place. Hazy in second. High there in second now. Hazy dropped down to third. Lex has dropped all the way back down to seventh. Something's going on. I'm going to stick with Nils, who is in first place at the moment. I'll quickly bring up the telemetry just so we can see everything going on, and we can see there it's still Nils out in first place. Let's drop back down to the Nava OFG here. He is repping OFR, and he is in first place now. He's overtaking Nils. Not sure what happened to Nils there, but it's currently Denava in first place. We've got Hazy down in last place in the Ferrari, as you can see. Astro in seventh, and BJ Robbo in sixth. Is looking tight, and they've just completed sector 1, going through turn 6 now. Now, Nils has taken back the lead. I'm sorry for all of this quick changes in the black transition, but it's the best we can do with the one-shot quali, and it's still Nils leading. He's in sector 2, and I think he's going to be coming up to the end of sector 2 very shortly. Let's open up the full track map and see where he is. He's flying around, coming up to turn 11 and 12. Very, very easy place to invalidate. Let's see if he does. No, he doesn't. It doesn't look like anyone's invalidated so far, and Nils is right on the limit there. Lex back up to second place. Good to see him there. High there in third place as well. It's looking like it's going to be a Nils pole position. His maiden pole position in Formula 1. A good place to start the season. Let's see if he can do it. He's got a little bit wide there coming out of 13. He's got through 14. Okay, a little bit of a lock up on the front left, but it looks like it's going to be Nils. He's coming around the final corner now. Full throttle, back on. He's opened up his DRS, and it looks like he is going to finish in first place. It's Nils who has claimed pole position there. Well done. Lex is going to be second in P2. Hyder in P3. Harley in P4. BJ Robbo P5. Hazy P6. Astro 7, and... oh, where are these two going to finish? I'm not quite sure, actually. It's still looking 7 and 8. They haven't crossed the line yet. Oh, there we go. It's Astro in P7, and it's going to be Denava in P8. Let's see how he's getting on, and let's see where he is. Congratulations, Nils, on that pole position, but Denava has been disqualified from the session. Nils, P1. Congratulations. And OFR's Lex, the founder, the admin, the OG, is finished in P2, just 2 seconds and a tenth down the road. This is going to be an absolutely amazing quali. Sorry, it was an amazing quali. It's going to be an amazing race. There we go. I'm too excited, guys. I'm too excited. I'm surprised Smalley hasn't joined yet, but let's see if we can get him back. Right, so let's have a look. We got Denava disqualified. Something must have happened. He exceeded the track limits, and it looks like it. So we've got 14 laps now. Let's see if they can keep it clean. It's going to be a completely dry race as well, so let's see what they can do. So just to remind you guys of the rules that's going on, we're having 2 back-to-back races in Division 3 this season. The first race is a 25% race with a one-shot quali, and they're allowed medium traction and racing line on. This is going to help them to learn the track and not get too heavy on the throttle. The next race that happens immediately after is going to be 0 assist. So just like our Division 1 and Division 2 leagues, they're not even allowed the racing line. And that's going to help them transition to eventual no assist racing. That's what this division is for. So any newcomers, if you want to join, we race at 8 o'clock UTC on Tuesday nights, as we are now. And yeah, it's going to be an absolutely amazing season. This is just the pre-season. The order in which these teams finish is going to allow them to choose what car they want first. So for example, if Nils and his teammate, let's see who it is, if Nils and Hazy finish first, they're going to be able to choose whatever car they like for the season. Proctor, very good to have you here. Looking forward to watching you race this season as well, both in GTS and in Formula 1. And we've just got 5 seconds now until we start, guys. So let's go. So we haven't got formation laps, so I can't hear anything at the moment. We've got 4 or 5 lights, and that's all lights out, and we are away. And it looks like Lex did not get a pretty good start. He's already getting bogged down. He's in P4, lost 2 positions already. Nils got a pretty decent start, but he's got 2 cars down his inside already. It's Hyder looking to make a move down the inside, but he's not going to make it. Nils goes slightly wide there. He does take up a bit of gravel or grass. I'm not sure which it was, but he is still out in first place at the minute. He's leading, and he's got BJ Robbo and Hyder battling. Oh, we've got a little bit of a dive bomb there, going down the inside. That was almost clean move, but it's been taken out. Hyder has been taken out by, it looks like, one of the racing points. That might have been Harley there. Ooh, he's not going to be happy with that, because that was such a nice move in between those 2 cars. We got a yellow in sector 1. It's now been cleared. We are back to racing again, and let's hope these guys can get through okay now. But it is still Nils leading in first place, BJ Robbo in second, and let's look at the damage, if there is any, on these back cars. It doesn't look like Hyder's got any damage. Has Harley got front wing damage? It looks like he's got an end plate missing. That was a bit of a scuffle at turn 3 there. Ooh, they're going to have to keep it cleaner than that if they're going to want to get through this race. Now, we've got Astro Smurf overtaken. We've got a yellow in Sector 2. I'm not sure who that is. It looks like it's Hazy. Hazy's dropped down a bit, and Lex has made a move. He's back up to P5 now. We've got a predicted pit stop strategy. It's looking like they're going to be pitting on lap 7 to 12 for mediums or hards. I reckon it's going to be mediums, unless something happens early on. But look at this. They're not too separated apart from Nils out in front, 2.3 seconds ahead. Now, let's quickly turn on all the telemetry now that we have a little bit of time, and let's see how these guys are getting on. So we've got a bit of a battle going on. It's Hazy off. Hazy has come off at, looks like to be turn 13, I think. He looks like he's lost a bit of wing as well. I'll tell you what, I'll bring the app up now just so we can see the telemetry of these guys to see what's going on. It does look like there is a bit of damage from there. Let's jump and have a look. Ah, he's not showing his telemetry. In fact, a lot of these guys are not showing this telemetry apart from one, and it looks like it's the 5th place Haas. It's Lex who's showing his telemetry. He's got a fair bit of wing damage, 57% on the front right there. It's going to be hard for him to be making these left-handers here. Now, about a second gap separates these guys. Apart from out in front again, it's BJ Robbo 4 seconds behind Nils, and it's Benava 5 seconds behind BJ Robbo. But after that, it's about a second gap between these drivers, so a lot of action could still go on. We've got Hyder, who is catching up to the back of Lex right now. He's only 6 tenths behind as they come into the heavy braking zone at turn 6, drop it down to 3rd, early upshift into 4th to avoid that over-rotation on the rear wheels. And yeah, you're back up to full speed here. Lex is doing a pretty decent job here right now as well. Hyder, oh, we've got Astro Smurf going off. He's in the gravel. Let's hope he can avoid. Yes, he can. We've got Hyder going on the grass there, and now they're side by side. Hyder and Lex. Can Hyder move down the inside? He might be able to, but Lex has got a bit more top line speed there. It looks like he's running a bit less downforce, and Lex has gone through that corner okay. And now he's gone wide. Lex is off. He's in the gravel, and Hyder has reclaimed 4th place. Lex is spinning. He's lost the wheel, and he has retired from the session. That's unfortunate, but there is another race coming next, so hold on, stay tuned, and we will see him fight again. No yellow flag. Oh, it's a yellow flag all round. We've got no safety car. I can't see the safety car sign at the moment, but everyone is slowing down. Oh, there is a safety car out. I wonder why I haven't got the notification. You can see out in front, there's a car stuck on the track map just outside of turn 2, but it's not, that's the safety car, but I can't see the signal anywhere. Have I turned it off somewhere? Doesn't look like it. Interesting. So, I believe there is a safety car, and I think that is why everyone has dived into the pits. There we go. Safety car is out. It is out. We've got yellow all around, and just so you guys can see, Lex, really sorry about that lap 2, but don't worry. In 13 laps time, you've got another shot at it. I'm just going to bring up the telemetry now so you guys can see what type of data we have in this league. So you can see this is the state of Lex's car after that crash. He had 100% wing damage on both sides on the front, and that front left tyre 100% damage. So that's obviously come off. Now let's just quickly cycle through the other drivers. Are any of them sharing their telemetry? Doesn't look like it. No, they're not, so we won't be referring to this app very often this race. Hopefully we can remind them to turn it on when the season starts. But yeah, safety car is out, and that's going to be out until possibly lap 5. Smalley, great to have you here. Don't worry, my blood pressure is just fine. My Apple Watch tells me when it's getting too high. And it hasn't notified me just yet. It probably thinks I'm exercising. Oh, and look at that. Hazy almost lost the rear of his car there. Needs to be careful. He's got a penalty, which he's going to have to get added on to his final time, I think, because he has pitted now. And he's about 20 seconds off P5 at the moment, so he's going to have to catch up again. Now, the safety car is going to slow these guys down, so they're going to be bunched back up. And when it restarts, we're going to have around 10 laps left of this race. Oh, and it looks like we've got... Oh, no, it's not frozen. There it is. Oh, it is freezing a little bit. So I'm just going to quickly pick up some of the race details for you guys so you can see. Everyone, apart from Astro Smurf, has now stopped. Astro Smurf is probably going to stay out and try to bank on another safety car later in and see if he can pull away. But at the moment, I just don't think he has the pace to outrun Nils or BJ Robbo. I think him and BJ are quite similarly paced, but I think Nils looks like he's going to be a permanent D2 driver, is just going to outpace him and run away. So I'm not sure if not pitting was the best idea for Astro here, unless, like we say, there's another safety car. But we'll have to wait and see. He is racing in the McLaren, as you can see there. Nils in the Ferrari, BJ in the Renault behind. Interesting top 3 so far. Now, I didn't get notification that there was a safety car, so I'm probably not going to get a notification when it comes in either. Yeah, I'll have to keep a close eye on that. And if we do have time, I think now might be a good time to show you guys the new app and website, actually, to show you what we're dealing with this season. Dunk's joined as well. Oh, that reminds me, it's Astro's birthday today, guys. So we do have a birthday boy on the grid today, Astro Smurf 25. There was he did have a birthday not long ago, but we are certain that today is his actual birthday. So yeah, happy birthday, Astro. Ash, good to have you here as well. I'm glad that you guys have tuned in. We should, if the notifications are starting to work again, we should get one in the next few corners to notify us that it's coming in. Let's have a look. Safety car in this lap. There we go. We've got the notification. So now Astro is going to start to back up a little bit. He's going to allow the safety car to return back to the pits, and then he is going to rocket ahead. But it's going to be his choice. He's going to get to dictate when he wants to restart. And it's, you know, the main straight isn't that long, but we have seen at this track in OFR how easy it is actually to overtake on the safety car restart. I think we saw Castle or AJ or these two battling each other on a safety car restart in D1 once, and I think it was AJ just rocketed away. He caught Castle napping and he overtook him for the lead of the race. Let's see if that happens again. Astro's not actually allowed the safety car to get that far away, so it's not going to be too many options for him about when he can restart. It's going to have to be right now. Safety car's in, and here he goes. Nils is right behind him. Look at this. I think Astro made a little bit of a mistake there. We've got BJ Robbo looking to make a move down the inside too. BJ Robbo has enormous speed here. He's currently leading. Oh, what's going on? He's broken a little bit too much on the inside. Not in a position where he wants to be right there. Something happened there. BJ Robbo's had to slam on the brakes nicely, and then it looks like we've got some barge boards or some wing flying around places. I'm not sure whose that is. It could be Hazy's, but we've got more carbon fiber flying around on track right now. Big lockups as they go into turn 3. These guys must not be used to no ABS, and more lockups again. I think we've got some serious wing damage here. Denava is spun. He's off the track and he's overheating his rear tires right now. These guys have got to cool them down. Wow, it's all kicking off in the first preseason race for Division 3 here at Season 5 Online Formula Racing. Now, the rest of the pack looks okay for now. Astro Smurf is still out ahead, and he's gone wide again at turn 9, I believe that is. And that is allowed Hyder High there to get out in front. Nils is now right on the back of Hyder High there. Let's ride on board with him and see what's going on here. Is he going to make a move at turn 11 and 12? No way. No way. Hyder's closes the door. He shuts him off. Turn 11 and 12. And now Hyder's picked up a penalty, however. And that is going to cost him. BJ Robbo is now overtaking Nils as well. Look at that move by BJ. Is Nils able to outbrake? BJ looking down the inside. No, he's not going to do it yet. A little bit of oversteer coming out of 13, but he's looking okay. A lot going on in this race right now. Oof, Hyder getting a little bit sloppy as he's going through 15 there, and he's through 16. And he's okay for now. No DRS as of yet. We can see the rear wings are still closed. Drag reduction system is not yet active. But here comes BJ Robbo. He's braking a little bit late. He's gone to the back of him. He's lost a bit of his front wing there. Hyder was a bit disturbed, but not too much. And now BJ Robbo is going to be in trouble. Oof, Nils is playing it safe. He's playing it very, very safe at the moment. Now, we've also got Harley in the pit. So Harley's in. Denarva's staying out, Astro's down in P4, and Nils is right on the back as he goes through turn 5 there. He is right on the back of BJ. Another lockup from BJ Robbo there. It could be the loss of his front wing. We know how much the aerodynamics, or how much stable aerodynamics is necessary to stop those front tyres locking up. But it looks like BJ is locking up a fair amount. Nils is locking up a little bit there too. BJ Robbo looks smooth enough on the wheel. He doesn't look like he's suffering from too much understeer right now. Oh, Hyder. Oh, I thought Hyder was going to lose it there. I could see his car drifting a little bit wide as he went through 12, but he is okay. We are on lap 6 out of lap 15, and another big lockup from him. That's going to allow Nils to close that gap down a little bit. It was 8.54. It's now 8.34, but it's gone back up again. So these two are maintaining that gap at the moment. Big lockup on that front left. Hyder cuts the corner and picks up a bit of gravel, pushing it in the face of Nils 9 Barster there, and he's just a bit too far behind to take advantage of the slip or the DRS at the moment. Still no DRS. Still no DRS. I wonder when it's going to get enabled here, guys. He's now just 4 tenths behind. big lockups. Now, I think that's going to be the highlight of the season, you know. These guys getting used to no assist. Now, remember, they could still be using medium traction and racing line right now. Oof, you do not want to go too wide there. Yeah, they could still be using those assists, but the possibly the most overpowered assist in Formula 1 is the automatic braking, the anti-locking braking system, sorry. It does gain you a lot. It reduces your tyre wear, it allows you to brake and turn harshly at the same time, and without that, which is what these guys are running at the moment, you can see how much they are actually struggling. Lex, we don't get damage from these guys because they aren't showing their telemetry, but we will remind them as we watch Hyder go off and almost collect Nils there. He is off. BJ Roberts almost going to collect him, oof, as he has to swerve dramatically to avoid him there. BJ Roberts just escaped death. Grim Reaper's going to be knocking on his door sometime soon. And here comes Astra now. He's overtaken Hyder as well. And there is Hyder. He has recovered his car well. No safety car, but he's broke a little bit too late. He's going into 13. He's got a little bit deep again into the corner there. Yeah, he needs to keep his cool now. He needs to slow it down and he needs to regain his focus. Nils is just at the fastest lap on his medium tyres. It's the 1:26.9. Lex, one thing that we can show on the Race Engineer app here, available for iOS and an app store near you, is their tyre temps. So we're riding on board with Hyder right now. So let's look at Hyder. You can see we can't see his tyre wear, unfortunately, but we can see how hot his tyres are. So he's in 4th place. He's in the Alpha Tauri. Still says Toro Rosso. Sorry about that, guys. I'll reprogram that later. And watch as he's going into turn 3 here. The front brakes light up and his left tyres are going to heat up slightly. If he went through it at speed, but he didn't. He slowed down a little bit there, actually. That's interesting. Fast right-hander coming up. You can see there his left tyre is heating up because all the weight is getting pushed to the left-hand side of the car there. And he's catching Astro. So let's ride on board with him now and see what he can do. Let's look at the rear view of Astro as he's coming through 8 here, coming up to turn 9. Oh, he's gone down the inside. Is he going for it? He is. He's made the move and he's made it stick. Well done, Hyder. That was a nice move, but now he's got a little bit of oversteer. And then Astro is going to be fighting back. He's got the position back. But I wonder, is Hyder going to be brave and try to make a move down the inside? He is. There's contact, and somehow they've kept. Somehow they're still on track. How they did that, I do not know. Wow. I don't know how those two kept it clean through 11 and 12. That is amazing. D1 drivers, take note. Santu, I'm talking to you here. Look at the precision of these drivers. And here we go again. Now, they're both a little bit slow. Astro's tyres are done. Remember, he did not pit under the safety car, so Astro is now going to be coming into the pits. Let's see what he puts on, and let's ride on board with Denava. Ooh, hello, Danny boy, who is right on the back of Hyder High there right now. Astro Smurfs pits with a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Damn. Again, heavy lockups coming into turn 3. You can just see the smoke coming off the tyre there as it skids its way through the tarmac, reaching about 105 degrees Celsius as well, you know. These temps aren't anything to mess around with. You do not want to touch a hot F1 tyre because you will singe your hand. But it's looking kind of tidy, you know. We're on lap 9 out of 15. We're obviously past halfway. Danny goes a little bit deep into turn 9, but we can see already well, we can see a lot of mistakes happening. You know, these drivers, our beginner drivers, have got a lot to work on. But the good thing is we're seeing quite clean racing and competitive racing on the left. Nonetheless, you know, when they were going through turn 11 and 12, we saw them side by side, respecting each other's space around them, leaving just enough space. There was a bit of contact, but no one was turning into each other like you see in D1. None of that was happening, and it's nice to see them racing each other so hard at a pre-season race. It should be a great omen of things to come. So I want to quickly just ride on board with Astro because he is on some fresh medium tyres right now. You can see he was a little bit up on his Sector 2 Delta as well, so he is going to be pushing and he could be going the fastest lap. Let's see who currently has that. It's currently Harley with a 1:26.195. That's a 1:26.195. So Astro's going to look to try and beat that. His fastest currently is only a 1:31.501. So he has got a way to go if he wants to do that, but a big lockup from Astro there as he's coming into turn 14. Now, I'm going to jump back up and I'm going to quickly switch back to the interval just to see the gaps between these two guys, and I will load up the penalties. So Hyder's actually picked up 11 seconds worth of penalties. That is quite a lot. I'm not also sure which one of these drivers are using wheel or controller as well. I'll try and see based on their steering, but it looks like Harley's on a wheel for sure. Danny's on a controller. You can see that from the little bit of choppiness just as he's going left, right. He's just adjusting that controller joystick a little bit there. Hyder, it looks like he might be on a controller as well. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to check about that one. But BJ Robbo, nice and smooth on the steering there. Definitely a wheel driver. I probably got this all wrong. Nils, currently 12 seconds out ahead with 0 penalties. He is definitely a wheel driver. Again, it's possible that I've got this all wrong. I'm just using my entirely expert knowledge, take that one with a pinch of salt, to figure out who's who. So now we've got Danava right on the back of Hyder there, battling for P3. He does already have P3 because of the penalty, so he is in provisional P3 at the moment. But I wonder if he's going to be able to take advantage of the DRS now. So you can see his wing opened and closed. Opened and closed again. I'm not sure if he realizes he's got DRS. He's right on the back of him right now. This is going to be an interesting battle. Danny in the Williams, Hyder in the Alpha Tauri. Let's see what they can do. Danny's dropped back a little bit. He's 7 tenths behind, but you expect that as you're going through the twisty turnies in this track here. He's dropped back a little bit again. He's 8 tenths now. As Hyder goes deep, but so does Danny. Danny, if he didn't make a mistake there, he could have capitalised on that mistake from Hyder, but he's just allowed him to get away. He's over a second ahead now as well. Let's see if he can catch him. Not at the minute. They're both keeping it steady. That's almost a penalty for Danava there. He needs to avoid cutting the corner at turn 12 because, yeah, the Melbourne stewards do like to punish you if you do it there. You can get a big speed advantage as Nils gets fastest lap now. I think that's a 1:25.6. I can't really read it that well, but I think it was a 1:25.6. Another mistake from Hyder there, but he's still pulling away. As he goes deep into the corner again, this is Danny's chance. Here we go. He needs to stay behind here, and then he needs to absolutely rinse his overtake and his DRS. Has he got his DRS open? No, it's not even showing on the right either. I think there must be a glitch in the lobby here, but it's not showing his DRS activation at all. And away goes Hyder. Yep. Danny, if I can give you any advice, it's do not push for an overtake when the guy in front of you has a penalty. If any of you watched Formula 1 Division 2 last season in Brazil, you would see a really nice guy make a very big mistake and cost him the championship. But yeah, don't push too hard. Wait for the mistakes ahead and keep your cool. You're currently in provisional P3. Now, looking back a bit, it doesn't look like anyone's that close on track. So let's ride on board and see how some of these guys are doing. Let's do a hot lap with Hazy. So here he comes, starting lap 12. He's got 4 laps left to go, including this one. He brakes at about 75 meters there and goes deep into the corner. Now, when you do go deep, you want to get off that brake pedal and help the car rotate itself, using the downforce as your advantage. If you stay on that brake pedal, it's going to be harder to try to get that front of the car rotated, so you do need to compensate a little bit there. It looks like he is suffering from some wing damage, actually, because he's not turning too well, but it looks like his wing is actually fully intact. This is why we need to see it. Into turn 6 he goes. He's dropping down the gears a little bit too late as well. I've noticed his downshifts are a little bit slow. If he increases his downshift speed, he drops down them quicker, the engine braking will help him get that car slowed down a fair bit. You can see how, yeah, he needs to drop them down earlier, brake a little bit harsher too. He's getting a little bit of oversteer now. His rears are overheated, but he's okay again. He needs to upshift into 5th. There he goes. Oh, and he's hit the wall. I'm not sure what's going on with him right now. It looks like he might be struggling with his setup or something. It doesn't look like he's in tune with his car right now. Interesting. Let's ride on board with someone else. Harley, who's just coming up to... Where is he? Where are we? Ah, he's just going through up to turn 7 now. Really fast right-hander. Now, you can see there, watch the change in gear shifts. Look how quickly he drops down compared to what we just saw of Ben. A little bit quicker there, and you can see the engine braking is actually helping him out a fair bit there to get that car slowed down enough to be able to just send it into the corner. Oh no, he's saying his controller died. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Ben's controller died. That's what's going on. Never mind. Jake, good to have you here. I thought you were going to be racing today. What's happened there, bud? But we've got 2 Ferraris out ahead. Something's happening with the Ferraris. It's Hazy's controller that's gone. And he's about to let his teammate pass, I believe. He's gone straight on at the corner here. And yep, and he's allowed Nils to go. Now, Nils has picked up a penalty, as has BJ Robbo. Danny, who has overtaken... Sorry, I missed that, guys. Danny, who has overtaken Hyder, has moved into P3 now. So he is in a very nice position to pick up his 2nd podium. He got a podium in a 90-minute endurance race at Spa a few days ago. That was his first podium, I believe. And I believe he's going to pick up another one here today again. So, yeah, great job, Danny. Good to see you out on top. And Hazy, has he got his controller back? It looks like he has. And he just looks like he's struggling with the turning on the car there. I'm sure he's got damage. He must have wing damage on the front of his car. Yeah, he has got visible damage now, so he must be struggling a fair bit. Harley's currently in P5. He's going to be picking up a healthy 10 points to help him with team selection. And he's got Hyder high there, just 1.6 seconds ahead of him. So there's only 1.5 laps left. And here he comes. Look at this. I think Hyder might have some damage here. What's going on? Is Harley looking down the inside? He is. He is. They're going to go side by side again. And once again, look how clean these guys are keeping it. Always leaving each other enough space. Look at this. It's almost inch perfect. This is absolutely amazing to see. Ooh, he squeezed him a little bit off the road there. Oh, there's contact, and he's almost spun him. Oof, that was a little bit cheeky. That was a little cheeky there, and Harley's going to lose out there. But remember, Hyder does have 11 seconds worth of a penalty, and that's going to allow him to jump Hyder there. Harley is going to be able to jump him if he can keep it clean. We are on the last lap, so let's ride on board with our pole sitter and our current race leader as well. It does look like Nils is going to be moving permanently to D2. He does look a little bit 24 seconds overpowered for this division, but he's going to be a great competitor in Division 2, where we've got an entirely full grid this season, and we've got about 15 drivers all within about 2/10 of each other. That's how amazing D2 is going to be. AJ, Arj, good to have you here as well. Thanks for joining. And if you want to join commentary, let me know. Can always have another guy in the box. And here comes Nils. So he's had an almost flawless race. He's picked up a 3-second penalty. He's had a lot of battles going on this race as well, but he is going to swerve across the line in style. Well done, Nils, picking up P1. That is 26 points, I believe, for your fight for team selection if you stay in D3. Next up, it's going to be BJ Robbo, but Hazy's going to cross the line before him, I believe, because he is a lapped driver. So here he comes. It looks like he is struggling a little bit with the front end of his car here, so let's ride on board with BJ and watch BJ cross the line here. Well done, BJ. Solid P2. 18 points for Renault. Well done there. And in third place, it's none other than the OFG Donava, finishing in the P3. Another podium for our Danny boy. Good job there, Danny. Harley's going to be finishing. Oh, almost loses the rear coming out of the final corner. Bit of oversteer there, but he is going to be finishing in P4. Good job there, Harley. Another solid finish from you as well. It's going to be Hyder in P5 there. Good job. Astro is going to be finishing in P6. He's just coming up to turn 13 now. And Hazy has already crossed the line, of course. So what a race. What a race. We did lose Lex, unfortunately, but I'm sure he is going to be happy with his P2 in qualifying. That's his best ever quali, I believe. Shut up, Siri. There we go. And here comes Astro. So, solid finish. Solid finish. Well done, guys. And there we have it, guys. So we've got Nils finishing in P1, BJ Robbo in P2. We've got Donava, Harley, Hyder from P3 to P5, and last but not least, sorry, we've got Astro, Hazy, and Lex in 6th, 7th, and 8th, respectively. Great start to the season, pre-season at least, and next up, we've got an immediate, no-assisted version of what we just had. That is where we're going to see the true pace difference between these guys. Arj, don't worry, I am going to invite you, and I'm going to quickly switch to the waiting screen. Guys, thanks for tuning in there, and I'll be back in around 1 minute's time. All right, guys, so welcome back. We've got Arjwin, AJ, in the party. How you doing, AJ?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. I've got a little bit of an echo coming from you, though. Maybe turn your TV down or something.
I like my mic.
Yeah. And I'm just going to send you an invite as soon as this quali starts. But we are straight back into it there.
Can you tell me if that's better?
Yeah, that's better. Perfect. I'm just going to send you an invite now. Bear with me, guys. Give me a second. Okay, guys, sorry about that. We are back now. Just sent AJ an invite, and we are just waiting to start the second no-assisted race now. One-shot quali again, 25% race, and it's going to be a big one. So we just had a pretty decent race whilst they had medium traction and racing line on, and now we're about to see who's going to be victorious in quali with absolutely 0 assists, not even a racing line. So let's see who can do it. It's currently Danava out in P1, Lex is in P3, he's now in P4, Nils is in P3 now, BJ Robbo in P2. Let's ride on board at P1 and let's see how Danny is getting on. Here he goes, he's still in P1, he's got BJ Robbo behind him still, we've got position changes from all the way down from P2 to P6, a lot is going on right now. And Sector 1 is almost coming to an end. Let's see what he can do. It's a 27-1, so it's about 2/10 slower than it was with the assist on. So you can see already they are losing a lot of time when it comes to no assisted racing. At this rate, they're going to be finishing about 7/10 down on the entire lap, but it's still Danny out in front here. Now, I've got a feeling Danny did the previous race with 0 assists as well, and that's why he has a little bit of an advantage here. But let's see how he gets to 11 and 12. He's done a 49.191 through Sector 2, so he's still a little bit slower than the pole last time, but not too much, and he is still out in first at the moment. No one can challenge him at the moment. Danny is about 2 tenths behind, I think, if I can judge that correctly based on the camera changes, but it looks like it's still Danny. He's just going through 13 now. He's only got 2 corners left. Let's see if he can hold on to this. No mistakes, and he should have pole position here. He's flying through. He's managed to get through. His DRS is open, and it looks like Danny is going to secure his first pole position at OFR. Good job there. It's BJ Robbo in second. It's Nils in third. Harley in fourth. Lex in fifth. Astro, it looks like he's going to be P6. Let's have a look. It will be Astro in P6, and it's going to be Ben Hazy in P7 with Hyder disqualified, unfortunately.
I'd love to be part of that. I don't know what's happening.
Have you joined?
Invite failed on me. That first invite failed on me.
Alright, I'll try again. Give me a second. Oh, I can't do it now because it's kind of stuck in the loading screen.
Right. Shit.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, so guys, there you go. We've got Denava finishing in first place. 5 tenths down the road is, I think it was Nils in second. So this is going to be an interesting race. It's going to be a bit trickier into turn 1. I expect we're going to see a little bit more carnage than we saw last time. Those who were relying on the racing line for their braking points, it's going to be a lot harder for them going into turn 1 because, let's face it, in OFR, turn 1 is always a tricky one.
Especially when Pingu's involved.
Always. Or his teammates blocking his quali lap at Austria. You know, we never know. We never know.
I don't know when that happens. That's maybe a different season. Definitely wasn't last season.
Nah, couldn't have been. So we've got Lex saying, "Wish me luck." Lex, OFR's luck is behind you. Just take it easy. Take it easy through 11 and 12, and you should finish the race. But remember, it's just pre-season, and you've got a long season ahead of you, where you've got lots of time to improve upon your lap times. So we've got 1 second until the session starts. Again, no formation lap, guys, so I can't easily get the telemetry up and everything at the start, but we will just start and I'll turn it on after that. We've got 5 red lights and that's all of them gone and we are away. Denava got a pretty decent start here. We've got BJ Robbo looking to make a move. He's defending down the inside against, it looks like Hyder High there, all the way down in 5th. I'm not sure who it is, but it is Danny leading into turn 1. BJ Robbo second, and surprisingly, no drama. Everyone's got it through it nice and clean, and there's no carbon fiber flying anywhere. Props to D3 drivers showing D1 and D2 how you get through turn 1. Oof! And a big lockup from You Can Do It Jake there as he goes almost into the back of Hazy in P8, but he managed to get away with it. No contact, but he's got a way to go now. And we've got a yellow flag. It's Astro. He's lost his wing. He's against the wall at turn 4. AJ, I think I've lost you. It says you can't perform voice chat notification, so I'm not going to be able to hear you anymore. Sorry about that. But it is Astro who's now locking up as he's going, and there's no safety car just yet, but I think he's lost his wing. Let's have a look. He's lost a fair chunk of it. Yes, he has. So he's going to have a long way to go before the pit lane where he needs to pit. It might be wise for him to go straight onto that hard tyre and go the end of the race here, because he's going to be slowed down if he needs to double stop. Now, back up to the lead. I'm going to jump to Hyder, though, because we've got a 3-way battle for P3 right now. It is Harley versus Hyder versus Nils. All of them trying to get that podium spot very early on. It's only lap 1. Let's hope they don't push too hard here. But, yeah, there's a long way to go. There's 15 laps to go, guys, so take it easy, and let's see what we can do. So, it's still Harley out in first place right now, but Nils is right on the tail of Hyder in that Mercedes. It's glitched a little bit there, but we're back to it. We've got a yellow in sector 3. That's Astro. Oof, and we've got Hyder going around the outside there. I don't know how he pulled that off. He just went around the outside at turn 1 and then held the inside at turn 2. It looks like he went a little bit wide there, but he got away with it, so good job. We've got Nils down in P3 now and Harley down in P5. Let's see if Nils can attack Hyder here. I must say, these guys are doing very, very, very well without assist right now. Now, I'm going to jump back down to Lex quickly because he is just 3 tenths behind. He is the closest on track, and he is very, very close. He's in the racing point, and he is very, very close behind Harley right now. 4 tenths coming down a part of the track that's known for its mistakes into the corner, and he's got through okay. A little bit too much curb at turn 9, but he's got through 10 okay. He's dropped back a little bit now, and we've got Hazy off. Hazy is off and he's against the wall. And oh, he's not against the wall, sorry. He's just off the track. It doesn't look like he's got too much wing damage. Maybe an end plate missing on the front right side. So expect to see around 20% wing damage. He may have to pit. Has Astro pitted yet? I think he might have done. I think he might have done something. He did. Okay, great. I'm going to jump back down to Nils now as well, who is right behind. We got a yellow in sector 2. That's just Hazy, I believe, trying to get his car through sector 2 after his incident there. But now we're about to see Nils make a move. Oh, he spun a little bit. He's got a bit of oversteer there, and he's lost that slipstream that he had to hide it, so he's going to have to wait another lap here.
Can we see our boy Danny Boy get his first win? It looks like pretty good at the moment, but I don't want to jinx it yet.
Well, the commentator's curse only seems to work on Pingu. So I think we should be alright spectating all these other guys. But yeah, it would be absolutely amazing to see OFG Danny Boy get his first race win with no assist too. Will be a great achievement.
I think we need something. We need to believe OFG from now on. Personally.
Absolutely.
Tell me if there's any if there's like no action, and try and invite me. Quick invite maybe if you can.
Yeah. So there is a very big battle going on for P3 right now. As soon as this separates, I'll send you that invite again. It looks like they're about to make a move, actually. Hyder is just 3 tenths behind BJ Robbo at the minute, and Nils is 6 tenths behind Hyder. They've just gone through 11 and 12. No mistakes again from them. Lex has picked up a penalty, but oh, BJ Robbo heavy on the defence there and moving under braking. That was a little bit cheeky. We got a yellow in sector 1. That's not a safety car, is it? That's not the safety car. No, it's not. It's the Renault. Oh, I'm not sure what's going on there, but yeah, that was a bit cheeky from BJ Robbo there. And now he's got a bit of oversteer coming out of the final corner, and here comes Hyder with the DRS. BJ Robin moving to the inside to defend. Hyder's got his DRS wide open. He's got the overtake done, but will he be able to keep that as he's going into the corner? Yes, he's claimed the apex at turn 1 and 2, and he is now got the overtake done. And here comes Nils. After this, it should be okay. Nils is now moving to make a move around the outside. He's on the grass slightly there, looking like he's doing a bit of a weather, but he's managed to get away with it. No, Alonso, he's not gone straight on and into the grass. He looks okay, and he's got the overtake done. So there we go. BJ Robbo now down into 4th place. Invite incoming.
Okay. But I was looking at that replay of BJ Robbo. You could see him. He was gonna move over, but.
Well, we'll have to have another look at it. It is one for the stewards. It is one for the stewards for sure. But BJ Robbo is not letting Nils get away though. He's managed to retain, to stay within half a second of him, and he's going to take advantage of a slipstream coming around turn 10 right now. He's not in a bad position, but he's going to have to keep it tidy through 11 and 12 if he wants to make a move into 13. He's managed to keep it clean. He's downshifting to get some extra speed there. He was in 8th and he dropped it down to 7th. That was interesting.
Maybe upshifted a bit early, or maybe he was running in lean and he didn't need that extra boost of 8th gear.
I've never thought about that before. That's a good point. A little bit of oversteer going through the second to last corner. He's through the final corner now, and it looks like Nils is about to make a move on Hyder. So here we go. He didn't make a mistake through the final corner this time. He's got his DRS open, but Hyder must be absolutely rinsing his overtake because Nils cannot get closer. He's got his DRS again as they're coming down to turn 3 now. Let's see if he can do it here. It's going to have to be a brave move down the inside. He's not going to do it. He's keeping his cool. Hyder does have a penalty again. So Nils is currently in provisional P2.
Showing very good patience from Nils here. He's waiting for a mistake like that from Hyder. It's coming, but Bernardo's pulling away, and I think Nils, I can see he's got a lot more pace, and he's just wasting his DRS, so he needs to get past pretty much ASAP. Hyder goes very wide there. He's going to get a bad exit, but I think he might just stay ahead. He's got a yellow flag sector 3. I'll let you know.
Oh, it's Hazy. Oh, is he off again? He's not having the greatest of days today. He's stuck against the wall at the minute.
That's very unlucky. He's just stuck in the
Is he going to be able to get his car turned around in time?
I think so.
There we go. Yeah. He's got it spun around. So thankfully he's back. He's lit up his rears
and
and there's smoke everywhere.
We missed the overtake.
We did. I'm so sorry, Hazy. That's your fault. That's entirely your fault. Yeah. But now the question is, with 9 laps to go, he's managed to save it. He saved it.
A bit close, and Hyder's right there. So Hyder must have made a big mistake. He's got 2 positions. He's got another yellow flag sector 3.
BJ just took a really interesting line into turn 1. I don't know how he managed to pull that off, but he is still ahead of BJ. But now they're side by side with Hyder's DRS wide open into turn 4. Hyder touches the grass. Big lock up there and a little bit of late braking from BJ as well. Now Hyder's sneaking down the inside and through turn 4. He goes and squeezes BJ wide.
I think that was fair. That was very fair. But Robbo was definitely on the limit there. He clearly, I don't think he meant to push him that wide, but
no.
It kind of worked out for him, and then he maybe left a little bit too much on the table around the outside.
But look at this, Harley. Look at Harley. He's now less than 2 tenths behind BJ Robbo at the minute.
Hyder spun.
Oh, he spun his against. Oh no! He's done a pirouette, but it wasn't perfect because he has lost some of his wing.
It's really unfortunate. I saw the mistake. It was actually on before the apex. Really, he lost the rear. And it's really unfortunate. Lex has just passed him there. Yeah,
there we go. Lex is now ahead. And Lex lost an end plate during that little bit of a battle there between him and Hyder. So I think Hyder's definitely going to use this opportunity to pit. It is a one-stop strat. He's going to pit, go onto the mediums and go the end of the race here. But I wonder if Lex is going to come in because of that wing damage that he's just picked up from Hyder. Lex is currently in P5. That's exactly where he said he wanted to finish. So if you can keep that up, he's doing it. Yes, Lex is in. He's in. Ooh, and Hyder's in. Oh no! Is that VSC? VSC as well. Perfect timing from Lex and Hyder there.
Harley spun.
Oh no! What is happening here?
He's so connected. I'll tell you what, this is a huge advantage for Lex here.
Yeah,
he could make his way up into P2 here.
He's changing his wing though. He's got a new wing on.
He's definitely going to be ahead of. He's definitely ahead of Hyder. He should be ahead of Harley when he pits. Yeah, is this just a VSC?
It is currently. It says VSC on my screen. I can't see the safety car parked at turn 2, so it must be. And we've got. Is that hit Ben going slow again? Ben's off again. He's not doing well. Oh no, Danny's got a drive-through penalty! Speeding under the safety car! Oh, Danny, no!
Danny boy.
Oh, he's not going to be happy there. He's not going to be happy with that, but he needs to serve that immediately. He needs to serve it ASAP. He's got a pit as well, remember. Let's quickly switch to the SWAT stops and see. Yeah, he hasn't stopped yet. Top 3 have not yet stopped. Everyone else has. And this is Danny. He's going to be serving his drive-through now.
Nils has got penalties though, so we can't completely rule Danny boy out yet.
Nope, you're
right.
And
he was quicker, a little bit quicker, maybe a couple of tenths.
Nils is in the pit, so Nils is going to be taking his pit stop right now. Danny's going to lose about 11 seconds because of this drive-through here. So he could. Let's have a look. It was 8 seconds. As soon as Nils comes out of the pits, let's see what it is.
I think it'll be around. Yeah, about 11 seconds.
Well, no. Well, here he goes now. It's going to increase as soon as he crosses the line. Oh, it hasn't. Oh, I've got it to the interval. Yeah, of course. Okay. So Danny's going to come out around 8 seconds behind him. That means Danny's got to make up 5 seconds.
We'll see. Danny is still on soft. I don't know which ones are going to be quicker at the moment. By the delta, it looks like the mediums maybe a little bit quicker. Similar at this point in the race. When he's just gone a bit wide as well. He's trying to push too hard.
Well, he's on 7-lap-old softs, and I think at that point they're going to be around 35-40% on a 25% race. So yeah, he needs to just bring it back to the pits now, put on a fresh set of yellows, mediums, and then catch back up.
Let's see how many penalties at the moment. Oh, Astro and Hazy had the collision causing a penalty. So Nils has 3 seconds of penalties. And looking at that, I think he's got a warning with it. I think as many boys coming in, but that was a very slow entry to it.
Absolutely.
Don't think he probably practiced that. But I guess you only really expect to do it twice over the whole time. So
yeah. Got yellow in sector 3 again.
Flag. It's within that group.
It's Hazy again.
EV? Or is that someone else?
Now, Danny's come out 11 seconds behind, so it's looking at around a 21 second pit stop at the moment. Nils has a 3 second penalty, so Danny's got to make up 9 seconds in the next 6 laps. That is a tall order. I think that's 1.5 seconds a lap he's got to make up, so we'll keep an eye on the gap and we'll see what happens. Meanwhile, Hyder is right on he's making a move on Lex now down the inside. Again, he's pushed him a little bit wide there, and he has allowed Lex to regain that position, so that's the best thing to do. If you do squeeze someone wide, let them back and try again later on. These two are battling pretty hard right now.
Yeah, and I think Lex knows he's got 12 seconds worth of penalties behind. So he's just going to stay there, really. Try and defend the position a little bit. Harley's not a question. He did have a little spin earlier, so... I think that needs to cut that.
Hyder just whacked the wall at turn 10, and I think he might have lost a little bit of his end plate. But at the minute, I think the safest thing for Lex to do, because I think Lex has a little bit more faster pace under no assist than Hyder does. I think Lex shouldn't battle him too hard, and just remember he's got 9 seconds additional penalty. So Lex, if he can stay behind, within 1.5 seconds for the next 6 laps, he's got P4.
She's very impressive. I don't know I think Lex has got kind of a podium score, maybe. Yeah.
I'm not sure. Well, actually, in race 1, he actually got P2 in quali. That was his highest ever quali finish. So good for him. He's having a good day today.
Yeah, I think quali didn't quite show his best pace. I think he may have made a couple of mistakes in it, which ultimately probably cost him a chance for the podium. It's like, Lex breaking quite early there. And
Oversteer from Hyder.
I don't think Hyder's as good as we saw Nils earlier. Or the guy behind is you can do it is going through the first chicane. I think Hyder's just a little bit worse, maybe a little bit more impatient, but he's trying to go around the outside of Lex here.
Yeah, Hyder's off. In the wall. Yeah. Oh, is he off? No, he's lost a lot of wing. Oh no. I think Hyder was just a bit impatient there. From what I could see, he tried to do a kind of switchback. Well, Lex got the switchback done on him, and Hyder lost a bit of his wing, and that caused him to jolt into the wall there. I don't know. I didn't see all of it, so I don't really want to comment on that right now. But without being biased, guys, I think that maybe it's just a racing incident. Random Serious has joined the chat. Yeah, Random, this is race 2. This is the no assist race. And sorry, go on, AJ.
No, I don't want.
And Danny's not caught up to Nils as much as he wants to, and he's got a penalty as well. He's got 3 seconds now, so I think that's a P2 for Danny. But that's 2 podiums in a row, though. That's still a good result for him, and I'm sure he's going to be very happy with that.
Especially with the pace he's shown at the start, he's pretty proud. Maybe a bit disappointed, but shouldn't be too disappointed. It's pre-season. It's not the main thing quite yet. Is you can do it overtakes Hyder, who's in the pit lane. Astro not really approaching Hyder. I don't think he'll catch up. I think Hyder actually does have some very good pace. It's just the mistakes is costing him.
Yeah, we got another yellow. Is that Ben? Yeah, that's Ben in sector 3. I think Ben needs some advice on cooling his tyres down. I think what's happening is he's spinning quite a bit, and his tyres just aren't getting, a chance to cool down because of the kind of short straights around here. And he's just constantly overheating his tyres. What he needs to do is drop his fuel down to low, turn his ERS off, and just coast a few laps. to get them cooled down again.
Yeah, Nils lost a little bit like that. Quite a lot, like a second, I think.
It might have been hazy. It might have been the lapped car. I don't know.
He looked a little bit too far in front to cost him that much time, but I think, yeah, I think maybe just a small mistake that can happen. But he's got a big enough gap now to keep ahead of Danny for the rest of the race.
Fair enough. And one thing as well that we should point out is that the gaps after the first few laps, they're quite a bit larger than the first race. So we can see that the no assist is separating the guys out a bit, and this is something that they're going to have to practice if they want to stay competitive again throughout the no assist race. Now, a lot of them are similarly paced, and we've got about 16 drivers actually in Division 3. It's just some of them couldn't make the pre-season race, unfortunately. So I reckon it is going to be, very nice competitive season. And that's Hazy against the wall again. He's not having the best of days.
Oh, Lex had to avoid him there.
Yeah, he did. Let's hope he's not got damaged. I'm looking at Lex's car. No, he's okay. He's okay.
Yeah, man, just went on the grass. It was unfortunate, actually. At the start, it didn't look like he was going to hit the car, but human reaction usually causes to avoid.
Oh, here's some info for you. I think Nils has spun. Nils has just lost 5 seconds. Danny is now only 6 behind, and he's actually provisional 3.5 seconds behind. He's got to make up 3.5 seconds in 3 laps if he wants this win, unless Nils makes another mistake. What happened to Nils there?
It must have been. I didn't see. I can't comment really on it. Hazy's trundling back to the pits, but I think he's going to be okay. But he needs to sort of iron out those mistakes if he wants to carry the championship. If he's obviously going to stay in Division 3, which I think at the moment, I don't know how packed the D2 grid is.
It's jam-packed with I think we've got 24 drivers in there at the moment, but Nils does have a reserved spot. We kind of just wanted to put him here just to see if he was consistent, if he had pace without assists, and I mean it's clear that he definitely does. So yeah, I think that's going to be Nils to D2. He's definitely earned it. I'll tell you that. You can see how he's a clean driver. He's fast. He's consistent. A few mistakes, but nothing more than the usual D2 antics. So it's going to be nice to race against him in D2, I think.
Absolutely. We saw it in GTS as well. He did an amazing job at Kuniseka and in the Super Formula and the Beginners Cup. He did a very good job.
Absolutely, he did.
He's probably one of the quickest, I would say, in all 3 of them, especially that Laguna Seca race. Actually, I don't think he was quite the quickest, as you can do it, makes a little mistake, let's hide it through. I think he had overall consistency, and he's showing that here today. He's gonna get 2 wins in the bag as we've got 1.5 laps to go. I think he's got this one, and yeah, we did jinx it, or at least I jinxed it at the start, saying that Danny was gonna win.
Yeah. Well, coming up to the final lap, they're on the lap 14 at the moment. We've got a Renault, that's Astro in the pits again. You can do it, just picked up another penalty, so he now has 12 seconds, and Nils and Danny are on 6 and 3 seconds respectively. Now, we've got a yellow in sector 1, it looks like it's the Renault again, but if Nils picks up another penalty, that's going to hand Danny the win. That's what Nils needs to be careful of right now. He needs to keep it clean and consistent. They're just coming up to the final 2 corners. He's gone a little bit wide there. He's just lost another second. He's down to 4 seconds now. Big lockup as he comes into the penultimate corner. And here we go. This is Danny's chance to shine. Danny's got to take out a second if he wants this. This is going to be an interesting last lap battle. Let's go.
Yeah, and Nils picked up a warning last lap. I think if he picks up one more warning, he's going to get a penalty. So this could come down to the wire.
It looks like it's going to. So I'm going to ride on board, or spectate Nils for now as he's on his final lap. I've got the interval up so we can see that gap. You can see the penalties there as well. There's 8 tenths in it at the moment. 8 tenths, 9 tenths. It is flicking between the 2. Let's keep an eye on this, and let's see if Danny's going to get his first win or if Nils is going to come home victorious for a second time this season. Let's see.
Danny has a lot more ERS than what Nils does. As he makes a little mistake again, Nils does.
Yep, another mistake.
So this could be. Oh, he spun!
Oh, Nils has spun! And there goes Danny into the lead! Danny Boy is taking the lead on the last lap. Under pressure, he manages to pull ahead. Now let's see if he can keep it. He's going through 11 and 12, trickiest part of the track, I reckon, and he's got through there okay. Tough luck to Nils. I mean, it's a shame. Nils had it all to lose. It was his to lose. And unfortunately, a mistake at 10 is possibly cost him the win. Gonna switch back to Danny Boy now as he's making his way through 14. Here he comes through the final two corners. Little bit of a lock up there, and here he comes round the final corner. Finish it off, AJ.
And Danny Boy wins his first ever race here at D3 pre-season race 2. What a result.
What
on the last lap.
Result. He's done it. I'm so amazed. Harley is going to cross the line in P3. Well done, Harley. No penalties as well. That's amazing work from Harley there. Lex is going to be finishing in P4. 2 higher than where he wanted to finish. He is going to be happy. 0 assists. P4. Great job there, Lex. It's going to be Hyder in the Mercedes. He looks like he's going to be finishing in P5. 34 seconds down the road at the minute, but look at that for a top 4. Danny, Harley, Nils, Lex. Tell me these guys aren't going to be screaming right now.
Oh, literally, Harley getting P2. That's a
oh, he did. He jumped in.
Last lap. That was. He got another 9 seconds worth of penalties at the end.
Oh, that's why. There goes Hyder in P3. P5, sorry, I'm getting my words mixed up, P5. Next up, it's going to be Jake, who joined us at the last minute. Hazy's now across the line, and Jake is going to be the last one with a 12-second penalty, so he's going to be finishing in P6, and he's got about half the lap to go. But Danny, well done. Harley, great job. 0 penalties puts you in P2. You can't really ask for more there with 0 assists. Nils, another podium for him. So great job, Nils in P3. And none other than Lex in P4. He's going to be absolutely buzzing with that.
Tell you what, Lex, surprisingly, last season he was in that D3. He wasn't really racing. But this season, it looks like he could be up there in D3. I'm not even joking. He could be up there podiums pretty much every week, I would say.
And let's not forget, this was the 0 assist race 2. These guys are running no assists right now, and look at that. Congratulations. What a beautiful race. Everyone who finished there, well done. It was really a great race. A great way to start off the preseason as well. Now we're going to have twice the drivers come this time next week, because a lot of them couldn't make the preseason race. So yeah, make sure you tune in for that. We've got the preseason races for D1 and D2 this weekend on Saturday, usual time. D2 is at 1900 UTC and D1 is 1700 UTC. We've got packed grids there as well, and the drivers are going to be racing to choose their cars. So yeah, amazing start to the season. Oh, another thing, we have a podcast coming this week as well. Finally, I know you've all been asking for it, and it is finally coming. We're going to explain all the details of the new season, show you off a few new bits of tech that we've got in OFR. Special thanks to VR there. And yeah, it's going to be a great podcast. You're going to join us, AJ? I think it might be Friday night.
Absolutely, I'll be there, and oh, what a race!
What a race. OFG, 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 OFG. There you go, Smalley. Say it loud and clear. Good job. But yeah, what a race. I'm looking forward to joining that party right now. But guys, that is it from us today. Great start, and it's really great to be back, and good to have you back here in the commentary box as well, AJ. See you later, guys, on Saturday in, 5 days' time?